Well, Marty, before we get into the playoffs, just wanted to get your thoughts on things over the course of that 76-game regular season. The team making it to playoffs for the first time in the 2.0 era, winning 42 games, up over 90 points as well.
Yeah, I think at the start of the year I was new to the organization, and our goal was to make the playoffs and take a step forward from last year, and I think that we did that, and that's exciting. And it was certainly a grind at times, and as Pascal says, it's a marathon, not a sprint, the regular season, but we feel like we're ready and we're happy to be facing Grand Rapids in the first round.
I know that you said the focus was making it to playoffs, but to have a chance to finish first in the division right down to the final weekend of the regular season, there has to be some value in that experience as well.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think if you look at our division, the teams are so good and so tight that 1 through 4, they're very strong. So yeah, we were happy to be in a playoff race and in the hunt, and now that we've secured a playoff position, we're looking forward to our first round.
In some senses, the final game of the season, at least, in Chicago was a dress rehearsal, an opportunity to get into that mindset of how you need to play the right way to be successful in the playoffs. Did you feel that you got something from the Sunday game in Chicago besides the 2 points?
Yeah, no, I think it was good. We had a chance to get some guys back in the lineup and like you said, have one last run through before the real season starts. And guys played well. They played well defensively, and hopefully we can carry that over into Game 1.
If you could give us a summary of what this week was about for your team, what were you able to do to set the stage for the weekend?
Well, it was certainly nice to get some rest. I think that long season, we haven't had too many weeks where we've gotten a stretch of 5 days between games. So first and foremost, rest. And then for the coaching staff, we had lots of time to prepare, and that was great. And then we had 3 good days of practice where the guys were skating really well and excited about the opportunity that lies ahead.
So when it comes to a game plan for going up against a team like Grand Rapids, I'm imagining that after 76 games of successful play for your team, you're not looking at anything too dramatic. It's more a focus on what you guys need to do to be successful. What are the things you'd like to see from your team in general terms?
Well, I think obviously our special teams have to be very good and spot on in the playoffs. That's a key factor. We'd like to defend well. We'd like to obviously stay disciplined. But like you said, at the end of the day, we're not reinventing the wheel here. We're just going to go out and try to compete really hard against the defending Calder Cup champions.
Some people might take a look at the season series between the two teams and say, well, your team was able to get points from 3 of the 8 games, but the Grand Rapids won the season series. What weight do you put on a season series when you get to the second season here?
Well, I mean, it's just experience in terms of knowing what you're up against and who you're playing against, and I think that's important. But they did win the season series. We're not going to hide behind that fact, and they're the defending Calder Cup champions, and they have depth throughout their lineup. So we're going to have to be at our best. They're an excellent team. They're very well coached, and we're going to come in and just try to compete shift after shift.
Unique playoff setup in the American Hockey League with the best of 5, and as it turns out, you get 2 games at home to start. Now, I know home ice wasn't always great for the team this year, but you did have a tremendous run first half of the season on home ice. So is there an opportunity here to kind of take advantage of being at home?
I think so. I mean, it was nice to be at home and practice all week and have no travel day in terms of our preparation and some more rest. But at the end of the day, the game's played on the ice, and I don't put too much stock into home or road. It's the players out there competing as hard as they can, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
Thanks for this. Enjoy it.
Thank you.